Known as the setting for Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, Verona, Italy has so much to offer for tourists. From ancient architecture to interesting museums, there is something for everyone to enjoy. If you only have one day in Verona, you can experience the top attractions as well as some hidden gems. I loved my time in Verona and highly suggest adding it to your Italy itinerary. Hey, welcome back to the channel. This video is part of my series of budget travel itineraries for Europe. I'm always on a budget when I travel, but I don't let that stop me from experiencing the best of what a city has to offer. Today, I'm going to help you plan your one-day trip to Verona, Italy. I really don't think that people talk about Verona enough. It is a beautiful city and I absolutely fell in love with it when I visited. Verona is only a little over an hour away from Venice by train, and if you have the chance to visit, you really should. For this itinerary, I suggest buying the 24-hour Verona card, which will grant you access to almost everything I'm going to talk about here. It is 27 euros. But if you bought tickets for each attraction individually, it would be over 50 euros. And it also includes free public transportation. So the card is definitely a really great choice if you're on a budget or, just want to save money while you travel. If you have more time and want to kind of revamp this itinerary for 2 days instead, there's also a 48-hour Verona card for 32 euros. You can pick up the card at multiple locations throughout the city, or you can buy it in advance online, although you will have to pick up a physical card once you arrive. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into this fun Verona itinerary. Also, you should know that I looked up a lot of Italian pronunciations beforehand, and we'll probably be looking at them throughout the time as I read the script, but let me just say that I'm going to pronounce a lot of things wrong, and I am really sorry. Anyway, let's get into it. Start your day early at the Piazza Bra, a lively and pretty square lined with restaurants. You can pick up your Verona card at the tourist information office here. Overlooking the piazza is the Verona Arena, one of the most famous spots in the city. This well-preserved amphitheater dates back to 30 CE, making it older than the Colosseum in Rome. Today, it is a venue for operas and concerts. The arena is much smaller and less elaborate than the Colosseum, but still really cool, and it doesn't take very long to visit. Without the Verona card, entrance is 12 euros. Next, walk over to the Castel Vecchio Museum set upon the river. The exhibition halls feature paintings, sculptures, and weapons. Most of it was religious art, which personally I am not that into, but I loved exploring the battlements of the restored medieval castle. Regular entrance is 9 euros, or it's free with the Verona card. After the museum, walk along the connected Castel Vecchio Bridge, which is beautiful with its red bricks and river views. Now walk along the river as you make your way to the Basilica di San Zeno Maggiore. This is one of the many gorgeous churches on this Verona itinerary. This one is notable for its Romanesque architecture, and I loved the cloisters. This church is a little out of the way, so to get to the next stop, you'll have to walk about 30 minutes. It is also possible to take a bus part of the way. The Church of San Fermo Maggiore is a 2-in-1 with a lower Romanesque church and an upper Gothic church. The wooden ceiling in the top portion is incredible. Now it is time to visit another iconic attraction in Verona. Casa di Giulietta, or Juliet's house, is a must-see. Stand in the courtyard and look up at the balcony created to replicate the one from the play. Using the Verona card, you can go inside and walk through multiple floors of Romeo and Juliet memorabilia, including the bed from the 1968 film adaptation. The house dates back to the 14th century, and the balcony was added in the 1930s during a renovation. Some might call it a tourist trap, but I honestly really liked exploring the beautiful building. Just up the street from Juliet's house is Piazza delle Erbe, set under the 275-foot tall Torre dei Lamberti. If you have the Verona card, you can either climb 368 steps to the top or pay 1 euro to use the elevator. Without the card, entrance is 6 euros. At the top, you will find amazing panoramic views of Verona. Next, walk a couple of blocks up to the Basilica di Santa Anastasia, the largest church in Verona. The interior is incredible, with a frescoed ceiling, a colorful tiled floor, and pillars made of red Verona marble. If you love architecture, you will adore this church. The final church you'll visit is the Cathedral di Santa Maria Matricolare, known more simply as the Verona Cathedral. You will be struck by the beauty spanning from the floor to the ceiling. The current cathedral dates back to the 12th century. Now walk across the Ponte Pietra as you make your way to the next stop on this itinerary. The Archaeological Museum at the Roman Theater is a fantastic attraction for anyone interested in ancient history. The museum holds a collection of sculptures, mosaics, bronzes, and other archaeological finds from the Roman age. The theater itself was built at the end of the 1st century. While this museum is interesting and features a city view, if you are running short on time, this is the one thing I would suggest skipping. From the theater, walk a few minutes over to the funicular. This is the one thing not included in the Verona card. However, a return ticket is only €3 and definitely worth it for the experience. After the short ride to the top, you will be greeted by an amazing view of the city from Castle San Pietro. This is the best place to watch the sunset in Verona. The river looks beautiful cutting through the twinkling lights of the city. If you want, you can grab a drink at the nearby bar. After enjoying the view, take the funicular back down and stop by QB Gelato. I don't have a video, but here's a picture of the best pistachio gelato I had in all of Italy. Enjoy your sweet treat as you walk back to your hotel or bus stop. I really hope that this itinerary helped you plan your Verona trip. I know it is really jam-packed, so you can easily edit it for time if you need to, or if you have 2 days, you can spread it out more and even add more attractions that are included in the Verona card, because there's even more that I didn't even talk about in this itinerary, and some stuff is free and then some stuff is just discounted. If you have any questions or suggestions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. It is greatly appreciated. And if you liked this video, you should go ahead and watch my Verona vlog. I'll link it right here and enjoy that.